Hi everybody, James from Fairclough Studios here, and back with another unboxing today. Quite excited because this is something completely different to what I normally do, and we needed this for a specific project. This is the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro. Now, Blackmagic call this a complete solution for multi-camera live streaming to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch and more, including recording to USB discs, streaming via Ethernet and multi-view monitoring. Basically, it's a HDMI switcher and it has lots of fancy features which I'm going to be using soon. Essentially what you can do is you can aggregate multiple cameras into one switcher and you can switch between them live. Now you control this via a laptop and you need a monitor to output to see what you're actually doing. You need a bit of ancillary hardware for it, so it's not entirely self-contained. But if you do anything which involves like web presentations or streaming, then I think this is going to be a fantastic solution. It certainly seems to be the only solution that I can find that ticks all the boxes. If you're considering using something like the Elgato, what's it called, the Live Cam 4K or something, or no, Camlink, yeah, Elgato Camlink 4K, then this is like a much more advanced version. Whereas the Camlink lets you get one camera in and control it as a webcam, this lets you put 4 cameras in, plus other sources, plus laptops, plus whatever you want, control them all as independent sources and output it via a webcam output. So it's quite a lot more advanced. So I'm really dying to get into this thing, so let's have a look. And this Mylar stuff is like tough. Right, there we go. This is the first piece of Blackmagic gear that we've bought, and yeah, quite excited. Not bought any of the cameras yet. Yeah, money and all that in lockdown. But yeah, this is a new project which requires this, so here we go. So not sure what to expect from Blackmagic's packaging or the presentation or anything. They are a quality British company, however, so I expect only the best. Opening the box, we have a very nice printed welcome leaflet and polystyrene packaging which looks very form-fitting. So, welcome, getting started, online manual, download the instruction manual, so there's no printing and no wasted paper, very good. And we get a nice sticker there, Blackmagic design, which I might put on the car, probably not, but I might stick it to something because it's quite cool. Anyway, into the actual meat of it. In the top we have the power pack wall wart, AC adapter, whatever you want to call it. It's a bit of a ugly effort, to be honest, but it does have a locking screw on it, so yeah, that's quite good, because I've had quite a few bits of live production gear in the past which have just had a normal like kettle lead or something. If someone stands on it and yanks it out, that's the whole thing dead. So yeah, that's quite a good omission. I don't know which way this went in. I'm a bit stuck with that now. I'm just going to have to leave it. Right, take out this top tray and we're straight into the unit. So there we go. I'm going to take it out. So you don't get much in the way of accessories or anything with it. I thought you'd at least get like cables or a Ethernet cable or something. Now this is it. It's tiny. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Now, in terms of the build quality, this thing feels solid, and the vents on the side are very reminiscent of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K and 6K, and yeah, honestly, this feels like a real high quality piece of kit. The buttons are all rubberized. They all have a very positive feel to them. Yeah, that's about all I can say about the front panel. Is it's beautiful. It's very, very well built indeed. It looks like a professional bit of kit. It doesn't look like a kind of gimmicky design. It doesn't look like a consumer bit of gear. This looks like a top professional piece of gear, which is you know, the minimal design aesthetic. Everything is completely functional and everything is very, very clearly labelled with opposing colours. So we've got white buttons with black writing, we've got black buttons with white writing. That's exactly what we want. We don't want any etched black on black, etched white on white. It doesn't work in a production environment. You've just got to see what you're doing. And compared to some other solutions I've seen, that is one reason to get this, because it doesn't have LCD screens, it doesn't have anything fancy like that. It is just good at what it does, and that's it, and that's all I want it to be. On the back we've got a power socket which the aforementioned wall wart screws into, very good. We've got an Ethernet port which says ATEM control. Now this not only controls the unit via kind of the extra options in software, because yeah, you can go really deep with this, and there's all kind of audio mixers, and there's a multi-preview mode which looks awesome, which I'll demo when it isn't an unboxing, when I've got the hang of it, and all sorts of stuff, all sorts of tweaks, all sorts of setup that you do through the ATEM software. But it also lets you share your computer's internet access, because this is not only just a webcam, but it is also a hardware encoder for live streaming. So from this you can stream it directly to Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, anything, and yeah, that's going to be absolutely awesome. So there's no strain on the computer whatsoever, there's no lag. All the processing is done within this tiny unit, and all it's doing is getting an Ethernet connection from the unit to your laptop, your computer, to a network switch to be able to share that connection, to be able to stream directly from here. We've got a USB out. Now the difference between the normal ATEM Mini and the ATEM Mini Pro is not only the multi-view switching, which we'll get to, but also the USB out lets you record your stream directly to a USB hard drive. Now if you've got something like this SanDisk USB SSD, this is ideal. This is USB-C, so this will go straight in the back here, and then I've got a terabyte there. I mean, look at that as a solution. A streamer and a terabyte hard drive, like, come on, like 10 years ago this would be inconceivable. So you can record your stream directly to there, you can record the output that you're showing on your broadcast, and then you've got a copy, so you can upload that afterwards to YouTube, Vimeo, wherever you want, to kind of reshare your stream. So that's going to be really useful. That's one of the main reasons I went for the Pro over the regular ATEM Mini. Now we have we've got the HDMI out port next, which is for monitoring, so you just need a HDMI monitor. I've got one on the way, I don't have one yet, but I've got a little 7-inch field monitor which is powered by Sony NPF batteries, which I think is going to be absolutely ideal, so I can have my laptop and then I can have my little control console here, and then that's all I need for kind of streaming and the broadcast. That's absolutely great. We've got 4 HDMI inputs, so these can be from 4 independent cameras, or you can have 3 cameras and 1 laptop. You can use the HDMI out to screen share, and the buttons on the front correspond to the HDMI inputs, so you can say channel 4 is my laptop, and then I want to swap to channel 1. So yeah, it's just such a good solution. There's no kind of weird external boxes and loads of cables everywhere. It's all in one box. Everything plugs in just to here, and I think it's a really elegant solution to live streaming. You also get 2 different microphone inputs. Now my hesitation about buying this unit is that HDMI inherently has latency, and it might only be 5 or 6 frames, but it is there. And so if you have cameras where you're kind of recording straight out into here with the onboard audio, and you want to sync it up to the microphone inputs, it means it's going to be out of sync by the latency rate of the HDMI signal, which is about 5 to 6 frames, because audio's coming in, this one's 6 frames later, so it's out of sync. Now previously you would have had to have used a delay unit like you get on the F100 field mixer and all the kind of TC Electronics specialist bits, but now through a firmware update they've actually changed the mic input so you can assign a delay, and that is major. That just made me buy it straight away after they released that, because that just got rid of another headache. So I'm really impressed with Blackmagic's commitment to ironing out these little details and not waiting until a new model's released, because this at £589 or something like that is quite a big investment, and yeah, to be able to have everything working straight away as I want it is a big deal for me, rather than kind of messing about. So that's about it. Other features you can do with this are, not only kind of record straight to the USB, but you can also have transitions. So you can not only just kind of straight cut from camera to camera, but you've got pre-programmed transitions, which you can do wipes, you can do dips, you can do fades to black, you can do normal cross dissolves. You can also change the duration of the crossfades as well. And yeah, honestly, you've got a full fade to black, which is going to be great for kind of starting and ending streams. And yeah, you can independently control the video out if you want multi-view, or if you just want to get one camera up on your little monitor to check focus before you cut to that. Like, no problem. You can also preview which camera you're going to cut to before you actually do it. So, for example, if you had camera 1 up and live and broadcasting, and you wanted to go to camera 3 next, but you just needed to make an adjustment first, you'd go up to camera 3 on preview, you'd make your adjustment, you'd see it on the monitor, and then say you've got a camera operator and they need to adjust focus, or they need to move back a little bit, or zoom out or zoom in, then you just kind of sort that out, you'd cut to that, and then when you wanted to cut, you hit cut. So that's going to be great, rather than doing straight cuts all the time. Yeah, honestly, it's a fantastic system. Now, I really need to get to grips with this and get it kind of in demo. We're going to spend a week playing around with it before we put it into full production, but you can also do things like picture in picture. So you can have, for example, let's just say again, we have a laptop in channel 4. You could have channel 4 up, and then picture in picture, you could have you speaking in one of the corners. You can assign it to any of the corners. I think the options for kind of resizing are quite limited, but again, something that I think they will do in firmware later on is just remedy these little niggles. So overall, I'm so impressed with this. It is a really nice package. I'm just going to check there's no cables or anything in the box that I'm missing, because I want to give you the full experience of what this is like out of the box. But no, this is pretty well fixed in. I'll take it out anyway. No, that's just a polystyrene tray in there. So yeah, what you get in the box is pretty basic, but whatever. Yeah, unit, power supply, and the little start guide, and where to get the manual and the quick start guide from online. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Now, I can't wait to get this into production. I can't wait to test it. In fact, I'm going to go and plug it in right now and try and get to grips with it. I might do a tutorial once I'm up and running on a really simple setup that you can get kind of just streaming on YouTube Live, Facebook Live straight away. Yeah, once I figure it out and kind of get a bit of a workflow together, I will share that with you. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been my unboxing video of the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more unboxings, reviews, how-tos, tutorials coming up. If you hit my notifications bell, you'll see when I've got a new video coming up. It's usually on a Tuesday morning, but sometimes I do 2 a week. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks very much. Bye.